I did that, and that's where I am. There. You can say I look good all the time. That's there. That's a reality. That's what I gotta live with. We dying out here.
I got us donuts.
Those are so bad for you.
Oh no, are they moldy? I mean, are they poisoned? Are you allergic?
No, I'm just saying.
You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Diet culture, fat phobia, and systems of oppression have created false hierarchies of food, and it shows up everywhere.
It's not because those food are gonna make you fat. It's because those food, even if they don't make you fat, are not good for you. Even if you don't get fat from those food, it can still fuck you up. It's not because you got diabetes that you're fat. Those food are not good for you. They're not good. They're not. It's not because you're fat. You could be skinny, and you eat them foods, and you have a fast metabolism, but your arteries are clogged, boo-boo, honey, chicken, cherry child. So no, it's not based on standards. It's based on facts. Let's not even go into the how your body's gonna look if you take those food. Let's not go in there. At all sizes, you could be fucked. And them foods are not gonna help you. Period blank. This is not.
Sorry. I thought you said period blood. I was like, what?
Yeah. Period blood. Whatever the fuck.
Hey, yo, period blood.
Period blank. That's it. This is not even a discussion. This is not an argument. This is not a thing. We're not even gonna base ourselves to how your body's gonna look if you just eat those food. Doesn't matter. It's really irrelevant because you could still be skinny and be dying if you eat those food. If your diet only consists of those food, it's not healthy. Period.
For instance, harmful thought patterns like earning food through exercising, or that dessert is the reward for the punishment of eating vegetables.
Remember that you do not need to earn food.
We are all incorrectly taught from a young age that our size, and therefore the foods that we eat, are markers of our self-worth. Moralizing food can lead to harmful relationships with food and disordered eating.
Instead of focusing on good and bad choices, try to approach food with neutrality in mind.
There's good food and there's bad food. Stop. 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 That's really ignorant, very harmful what you're doing right now. It's stupid, it's ignorant, it's harmful, it's fucked up. Just you being black, just you being black and pushing that narrative is fucked up, my G. Oh, don't worry about water, drink Kool-Aid. Shut the fuck up. We dying out here. I got some of my cousins in the States, they wish they would be in Canada. Just because the food is different. The desert is different. Yeah, desert, not desert. Whatever. We eat differently. What the fuck are you talking about? We black. We dying up in here. Motherfuckers just gonna chomp on everything. And yes, I'm talking about soul food too. Yeah. If you eat Haitian food every day, you're fucked. The amount of oil and butter that we put, come at me. I don't give a fuck. If you come at me, you're as dumb and stupid as damn. Of course, there's a way to cook it that's going to be healthy. But it's not going to be as much salt and fat and oil that's gonna fuck up your arteries. That's a fact, my G. That's the Boondocks all over again. Talk about soul food. And we call it soul food because it kills the body and the soul is left. You can't be eating at Popeyes every day. Stop. There's no such thing as good food. Yes, there is. There is.
There is. You want me to make this juicier for you?
Go ahead.
She's a nutritionist. You want to hear the secular juicer part? She works for Mondelez International, which is a chocolate production company.
You getting paid. You getting paid, boo-boo. That's it.
Y'all remember when we were growing up, they were selling us on 3 meals a day?
Yeah.
And telling us we had to ingest all this milk.
Yeah.
And all this.
And those carbohydrates.
Right? And it turned out the people who were manufacturing these studies that were...
Are the milk producers.
I'm just saying.
All the people that telling us to eat all those carbohydrates are the people, are all the wheat and the fucking industry. It's what we call a lobby, motherfuckers. Like,
The only foods that are bad for you are foods that contain allergens, poisons, and contaminants, or food that is spoiled or is otherwise inedible.
Eat without guilt, regardless of what society says.
Eat without guilt.
Jesus Christ, my mama say, mama, makusa, you're dumb. I love food. I love to cook. Right? I really love it. It's one of my passions. I love to discover different things and stuff like that and methods. And whenever you have food, you have to know where your food comes from. If you're from an ethnic group that has been known to be poor, all right, you have to watch the history of your food, and you have to watch where your food comes from. Okay, you have to watch in which settings the food that you have was made, right? All the soul food, all the people from the Caribbeans and stuff like that, you have to understand, you have to understand where your food comes from, you know what I mean? You have to know where your food comes from. You have to know where it's from and what settings it was from. I'm talking about all my Caribbean people. I'm talking about all my Latinos. I'm talking about all my natives motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? All you have to know that you were given rubbish to eat, and with your creativity you made good tasting food out of it. Props to you, but you cannot eat that all day every day and not feel like there's a problem. You can't be on jerk and oxtail and rice and beans and griot and bannock and fry bread and tacos all day every day. You cannot. You can't. And I know there's an attachment to that because your grandmama made it, and then your mama made it, and then there's that attachment to that griot, that bun pizza, or that fritai. I understand. You're looking at, chicharron is the thing, you know what I mean? Oh, let's go. I'm gonna go in on all that. All of that shit is great. You can't do that. Why? Because for real, it was poor people food. And it gave you scrap, and we made the best thing out of it. And to remove the taste and to make it better, what do? We fry shit. I worked in the restaurant industry, and they really want to make things sound good. You know how they make some things sound good? I'm gonna tell you. That's just one little example. Instead of putting fried on the menu, they put tempura. Because the ladies don't want fried food, they want tempura because it sounds good, it sounds exotic. If I'm out with my girls, nobody wants some fried shrimp shit. I'm looking for my belly. But tempura is just marketed in something else for you to eat it. And it's not necessarily good. If you eat fried food all the time, blood pressure will ensue. It will. That's a fact. You eat salty food all the time. I'm talking about black people and my Latinos people out there. Blood pressure, diabetes is gonna ensue. You don't want to do that? Fine. Eat all the fucking food you want. Do your fucking thing. Listen to hip hop. Carry your fucking piece outside and be fucking outlandish. I mean, at this point, might as well do all these things because it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's not good. Just know that. And it's not someone that's trying to like put some shit in your mind and make it's not that. I'm just sick and tired of waking up in the morning and watching the rappers that I used to listen die at 54. 54, my nigga?
From getting shot
50, no, just dying. Just dying in their hotel room, just dying on the ground. Ooh, heart stop. We lost one of our Haitian fucking Dude, I'm not saying that he had a bad diet. I don't know. But I'm sick and tired of seeing all that. Because we're eating. Every time I see that, I wake up in the morning, I see one, we lose one. Oh my God. Oh my God. We lost of a fuck that shit. That shit could have been done a long ass time ago. 54. You know what's 54? I'm gonna tell you what 54 is. I'll tell you what 54 is. 54 is 14 years away from my age. And I'm on high blood pressure pills. Yeah. I'm on a watch for diabetes. I gotta watch what I eat. This shit is coming. I'm at an age where I could reverse that shit still. You really want to eat fucking 7 pills a day?
8.
Shit, that's 14. 14 pills a day. You want to do that? Do you? It's not a life. It's not fun. With all the side effects that it comes with that. I'm just saying that because I don't want it to be you. And it's fucked up. Eating all the food that you want all the time is dangerous. I did that and that's where I am. There. You can say I look good all the time. That's there. That's a reality. That's what I gotta live with. Wake up in the morning, I gotta take some. Going at night, I gotta take some. And God forbid that I forget it. After that, you do whatever the fuck you want to do, man.
You know, we've talked about this topic a lot over the last couple of weeks, and there's been a lot of different takes. And people are like, yo, why you get so heated about this? Like, it's not that deep. It is that deep. And it is that big, and it is that vast, it is that wide. You want to make all the fat jokes? I don't give a fuck. It is a huge problem, okay? Double entendre, triple entendre, all the roles, don't care. I meant what I said. It is a huge problem. Let's keep it a stack. These problems, whilst they're all over the country, all over the continent, all over the world that's growing, okay? They're especially true for minority communities. Because oftentimes, the most unhealthy options are the most readily available and the ones that are going to kill you the fastest. You got this crazy bitch telling you can eat Oreos and not feel guilty. Bitch, you should. You should. Not because I want you to feel bad about yourself, but because you got to understand that that relationship with food that you're building, that kind of sugar addiction, all that other bullshit, it will lead to an early grave. And I'm not even talking about the individuals necessarily. I think about what this means for our community. There's already enough issues facing us, already enough stuff killing us, okay? From diseases, all right, to oppression, whatever you want to name it. Y'all want to add in food? Nah. Now, we've talked about all the systemic issues in regards to like poor health habits that are developed from like bad city planning and lack of access. We talked about all that stuff. But the personal accountability side, I don't like this media narrative that's really driven home by influencers like these and other like media conglomerates that are just like, well, you know, just because you're 300 pounds doesn't mean you're unhealthy. Okay. Cool story. So I get especially annoyed by this because the ones most affected are the poorest generally. That's almost always true for these kinds of issues. The ones who can afford to not give a fuck are the yuppie influencers and the people who got enough money to be able to pay for gastric bypasses, to get the finest trainers, to get a dietitian, to get a cook to cook for them. They don't really care because they can afford not to. It's poor people that suffer the most. So, bitch, if you want to eat a Twinkie if you want to. I don't care. But don't come out here and say that shit's cool or nobody should feel guilty about this or nobody should feel bad. Yeah, you feel bad. And I bet you're feeling bad right now with your legs all fucked up, heavy heaving, can't walk properly, can't wipe your own asshole, getting up out of the seat extra hard every fucking time. I bet you you feel a little bit of guilt then. Huh? When you go see the doctor in your mid-30s and he said, bitch, you got a couple years at most if you keep going like this. Yeah, I bet you're going to feel bad. Oh, all of a sudden diabetes type 2 starts to develop. You were pre, now you post. I bet you feel bad now.